Hey everyone, it's Kim from BizLab Online and welcome to this third video on how to create an ebook. And what we are going to do is we are going to take a look around the interface of openoffice.org, which I introduced you to in video 2, which is an open source platform that you can use if you do not have Microsoft Office Word for PC or Mac, or if you do not have Apple Pages. So let's go and take a look at the interface of OpenOffice. Okay everyone, here we are at OpenOffice, and following on we understand that we can use OpenOffice to create a text document. We can use it for spreadsheets, presentations, drawings, database, formulas and templates. But at this stage we are going to be looking at creating our ebook using OpenOffice. So what we want to do is we want to click on text document and open up a new page. Now what we are going to look at is we are going to take a look at the openoffice.org toolbar. Now if you've used Microsoft Office Word, then this toolbar will not be unfamiliar. If you haven't used Microsoft Office and you are going to use openoffice.org to create your ebook, let's go through and have a look at some of these features. Now before I jump into them, what I want to do is just type some text in here. Let's just type how to create your, I can type first ebook. Now up the top we are going to be looking at the main functions that we are going to be using. We're going to be looking at font name or font type. We're going to be looking at font size. We're going to be looking at the ability to bold our text, italic our text, underline our text. We can align our text to the left, center it, align it to the right, or justify the end of our paragraphs. We can change our font color, and we can also highlight our text. And one of the important functions here is the spelling and grammar check that you can use on your ebook. So first things first, there are probably 5 types of fonts that you can use in your ebook. Now there is Times New Roman, there is Veranda, there is Calibri, Tahoma and Georgia, and I will note those at the end of this tutorial. So if we decided that we wanted to use the font of Tahoma, what we need to do is highlight our text, come up to the drop down and go ahead and look for the font called Tahoma, and they are all alphabetically listed. Here is the font type Tahoma. Now when we come to talking about the font size, as a general rule of thumb, the text within your ebook should be no smaller than 12 and no greater than 14. So if this was going to be a headline, then I want this obviously to be bigger. So I would probably make that font a 16, or you could go 18, and then underneath you would have your text presented by BizLab Online. So if that was to be part of the body, I would make that text 12. I would see how it looked, or I would try 14, and I think 14 is really good and really easy to read. Now if we wanted to center this text, we could center it by clicking this centered icon up here, we could align it to the right, or we could have it back aligned to the left, or we could have it centered. And again, the same thing here. Now, just let me add a bit more to this. Kim Matheson is the founder of BizLab Online, blah, blah, blah. Now, what if we wanted to justify this text? All we simply do is highlight it, come over to justified and justify it, and it will make sure that any paragraph that you are typing will not overlap the sentences at the end. It will all be aligned perfectly here, which is also going to make your ebook look very professional. So what about if we wanted to change the color of this font? We simply come up here to font color, and here you are given the many options of what color you could choose your font to be. So if I wanted this font to be red, I could decide that I wanted it red. I could also bold that. I could make it italic, and I could also underline it. Now, again, another good rule to follow when you are creating ebooks is that you should really only use 2 colors, no more than that, because otherwise your ebook will start looking like it's a graffiti book, and that's not what you want it to look like. You want it to be professional. And also, I would also recommend just using colors to actually point out important information inside your ebook. We could even also highlight important points, but again, you know, you don't want to go over the top with using too many different whistles and bells when you are creating it. And finally, when it comes time and your ebook is completely finished, you must do a spelling and grammar check on it. And I would also go as far as to say that once it is completed, you've done your spelling and grammar check, that you have somebody proofread it. Now, there are a couple of additional online sites you can use to help with the creation of your ebook, and those are, let me put them up here very quickly for you. Let's go back here, dictionary.com. We've got www.theorus.com. We've also got google.com/web fonts. We also have the font.com, and another great site which we will go and have a quick look at is a site which will show you how you can use colours and colour schemes that work together when it comes to the actual final production of your website. So let's go and have a look at palette.com. So here I am at palette.com. Now, if you see this round radio button here, as I move this around the color wheel, if you look over here to the right, you will see that it is giving you different colors that work together. Now, when you see these numbers come up, as an example 852C64, that is the code for that particular color. So if we continue to move around the color wheel, you can see it changing on the right, and it will give you colors that are going to be appealing on the eye, colors that work together, that are going to be great for when we come to the final production of your ebook. So that pretty much is a wrap. I will actually, below this video, put up those font types, recommended font sizes, and links to dictionary.com, theorus.com, google.com / web fonts, dafonts.com and palette.com. So please do leave me a comment below the video, or if there's something that you'd like me to expand on, also ask me in the comments below. Apart from that, I'll see you over in video number 4 of how to create an ebook. See you there.